So it's a Grape Explorer talking about today. So we're back to our usual format. We just got back from traveling, a very long trip, but we're glad to be back, and we wanted to bring an interesting wine to the plate today, and for a number of reasons. One, and I wanted to zoom in a little bit about this wine here. This is, the name of the property is called Dubourdieu, and this is called Pure Sauvignon. And there's a number of reasons why I wanted to do this. I'm going to zoom in on the map, though, because we're going to be talking about this area today, which is called Grave, and of course, Pessac-Lignon, and Sauternes, which is, as you can see, down in this neck of the woods here, because the person that we're going to talk about today is Denis Dubourdieu. So he was right here. We wanted to show Denis. And Denis passed away in 2016. I have had a chance to meet him many times, so I wanted to do a tribute to him for a number of reasons. One, he actually, if you want to say, brought me to this grape. And when I say that, I mean, I've tasted the Sauvignon Blanc grape, even back in California days, but this is a guy who specialized in it. And just to give you a little bit of a story, real fast story. I was having dinner with a California wine producer one time, and he made Chardonnay, very, very good Chardonnay. And I was telling him that I am a Sauvignon Blanc purist. And he asked me, he said, well, what does that actually mean? And I said, well, hypothetically, I'm really into the grape Sauvignon, especially when it's growing in clay limestone soils, especially in Bordeaux. And because of this chap here, Dubourdieu, I was buying a wine back in the 80s called Clos Florentine and Chateau Renaud, which Denis Dubourdieu was the winemaker and part owner. They actually own another property called Doisidon in Sauternes. But we're going to talk about Sauvignon today because, being the professor, it's interesting to see someone's life. And so his great-grandfather was a specialist of white wine. His father was a specialist of white wine. And then he became the professor of University of Bordeaux, and specializing in the grape white wine, Sauvignon and Semillon. And now his son, which is also now running the property, he's also involved. But, let's just dive right in. So when they say pure, and I say a purist, again, clay and limestone soils are where Sauvignon Blanc flourishes, especially in Bordeaux. And what this wine is very different, because when some people taste Sauvignon Blanc and, they get the fruitiness out of it, and maybe that's the reason why, New Zealand is a really, happening area for Sauvignon Blanc, Sancerre as well. They're very fruity wines. When you taste these wines, the Sauvignon Blanc from Bordeaux, they become more mineral toned, which is exciting for me. And you can see the proximity here of Grave, where we were locating here, and the proximity of the Atlantic Ocean. So yeah, again, you're going to get all that salinity and that minerality expression on these grapes, which is actually what I adore. So let's just dive right in. And you can actually smell the soil composition off of this one. It's 100% Sauvignon. And this is a great value. And of course, that was the one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this wine today, is because we're always looking for value. And if you love Sauvignon Blanc, you should try these wines because they are the pure expression of the fruit. You get peaches and nectarines. You get that lemony kind of lovely kind of salinity too. So mineral tone, great with fish. This would be great with any kind of seafood or any kind of fish. And I think it's the perfect wine for what we're trying to do today. But again, this is a tribute to what I call the master of Sauvignon Blanc, Professor Denis Dubourdieu. Cheers to you, buddy.